Good morning to our viewers and welcome to Wingate Park Country Club. Welcome to the 25-26 BGN edition of the Men and Ladies President's Cup, the Seeff Ladies and Men President's Cup that will be streamed here today. We will start off with a ladies game between Retha Calitz from Pretoria High School Old Boys and Adele Noeth from Wonderboom. I'm pleased to welcome back from Glasgow Jenny Jones and wish her a happy Women's Day and also happy Women's Day to all our ladies viewers.
Thank you very much, Friedel. Lovely to be here. The weather here is nearly as warm as what it is in Glasgow, and we entering into the last few weeks of closing down of winter. We're nearly in spring, so yeah, I believe there's a nice cold spell coming. So hopefully today we'll hold off and we'll have beautiful conditions here at Wingate Park for our President's Cup, Seeff President's Cup.
Yes, luckily it seems to be holding off, only coming in tomorrow, the weather. Yeah, just by way of background, whilst the trial ends are ongoing, BGN has decided that this year they'll go to the format of hosting the President's Cup a week prior to the Masters, which is scheduled for next week. So much to play for, with the winner of both the Ladies and Men President's Cup getting an automatic entry into the Masters next week. Also very excited to share that this year, for the first time, BGN has introduced a Youth Masters, which is being held down on D Green with a sponsorship of Henselite, and we were pleased to announce that we will actually be streaming the junior final early afternoon today.
That's wonderful news. Yeah, Henselite doing a lot for bowls at the moment, and to see that they're actually backing our youngsters is really an awesome opportunity for the youngsters. I know young MJ Castellane is one of their young ambassadors, and I hope the other youngsters that support Henselite do so, because our sponsors do need their support.
Very much so, yes. So, as talking about MJ, he's actually in a very close game or very critical game now this morning, first round, for potential section win. We'll also try and update you on some of those scores, as well as the scores on the other two greens in front of us.
Yeah, some beautiful bowls played yesterday, Friedel. I came up yesterday and sat and watched mostly the ladies. I watched a couple of the juniors in the early session. And for me, as a national selector, there's certainly some lovely up-and-coming talent on the green this weekend.
Yeah, very good news. Yes, it's been rather open. The game's about to start. In the section that Retha and Adele are in, Retha won all 3 games yesterday, whilst Adele won 2 out of her 3 games. So much to play for a potential section win and a spot in the final.
That's right, yes. And as we know, to play in the BGN Masters is really a step up for the players. So to get an automatic qualification if you win this weekend is really a highlight of your career and a stepping stone in the right direction.
Yes, so the game's about to commence. Looked like Adele had won the toss and it's about to deliver just on Adele, playing with an aero groove, a size not heavy. She's got the green decals from, if I look on the scoreboard on the right, for those following. Very good opener there from Adele.
Oh, excellent first bowl. So yeah, Retha, her opponent, plays out of the Pretoria High School Old Boys Club, and she plays with the Drake's Pride Pro 50 size 2.
Just slipping there, a bit heavy. Yeah, just Retha also recently became BGN's vice president, one of the 2 vice presidents.
Yeah, so not just a good bowler, but a good administrator as well. So
Yes,
she handles the players' affairs, if I'm not
that is
wrong.
correct. Yes.
Adele playing with a beautiful line at the moment on this rink. Retha will have her work cut out to match it. She's going to have to watch her line, just nipping the grass a little bit.
Yeah, still just a bit narrow there. Yeah, we'll do a bit of a profile on both the bowlers. We had asked them to share some of their bios, which we'll share as we go along. It's a bit narrow this time from Adele.
Yeah, I'm not sure if these ladies have played with the cameras before, so it could be a little bit daunting the first couple of ends to settle in. They were playing on C green yesterday. They're now playing on the B green. And yeah, I think nerves on the first couple of ends might be part of what happens, but I'm sure they'll settle in well as the game progresses.
Yeah, the marker cutty indicating that Adele's still holding the one.
Adele looking to play a cover bowl there, because if the jack goes back, Retha's quite well placed there. So not stopping, she's stopping in a good place there. So a little bit of a breeze this morning, Friedel, that cold weather that they're forecasting for the rest of the week. Yesterday was a beautiful day, wind-free, lovely and hot, typical autumn weather in Gauteng, in Pretoria. And this morning, just that little bit of a chill. So hopefully this little bit of a breeze doesn't get into the players' heads. And we have a very competitive game that we are able to live stream.
Indeed. Yes, so Mark already turning the board with Adele picking up one shot on the first end. Yeah, the men are generally, except for one game, all here in front of us on B green. Very open, and thus far, after 3 rounds yesterday, the only man in the President's Cup that was undefeated was Andre Knut. In front of us on 5, which you might be seeing as well, Garth is heading the section in first place. Very critical game between him and Gerrit van Niekerk. Yeah, Adele moved the mat up a few meters there.
Yeah, Katia Marker, an experienced bowler in her own right. She's a veteran master bowler, lots of experience. So very, very competent marker as well.
Yes, she is indeed. Looks like a very good start here for Adele. Yes, very good start.
Oh.
So Adele plays out of Wonderboom. She informed us that she's been playing bowls for 6 years now. Retha's response. Retha has a black pickles. And ending up in a very good spot. Yeah, both of these actually are BGN teammates. They both represented BGN B-side in the march into districts. Yeah, unfortunately Adele giving the shot away there.
Just too accurate.
Yes,
Yeah,
she played it too well.
She did.
Yes, and as always, to our viewers online, feel free to chat with us. Comments, good lucks, questions. We'll try and acknowledge some of them.
And tell us where you're watching the live stream from. Shout out to our two gentlemen to my right, James Rushton and Francois de Klerk, that are the brains behind this live streaming being brought to you of the Seeff BGN President's round robin game between Retha Calitz and Adele Noeth.
And a good track here, Retha.
A lovely adjustment there from her.
Yeah, very good there. I think it's still only the one though. Yeah, got the indicating one. Okay, well, Retha is coming to look at the head. Some more background on Adele. Informs us that the biggest influence in her bowling career was her husband, Nico Noeth, himself a very competent and good bowler, who introduced her to bowls, and then she joined, and that now they are able to join this together, and especially delighted that the daughter, Alicia, who's playing on D Green in the Junior Masters, also started playing bowls. So a nice family affair. Yeah, again, just illustrating what a great game bowls is. That everyone can do it together as a family, no matter what age or gender.
Yeah, that's one thing that's become quite prominent in bowls, is families joining, where you've got sons and daughters joining mom and dad. And yeah, as you say, it's one sport for life.
Correct. So there seems like it's one to Retha. Yes.
So as you were saying a little bit earlier on, Friedel, Retha recently took over the vice presidency, one of the vice president's positions in BGN, and doing a good job there from what we can see on the Players' Affairs. So she's only been playing bowls for 4 years, and she credits Tommy Lowe from the Mayerton Bowling Club, who taught her to keep going and strive to be the best on the green. Tommy Lowe, stalwart in the Sedibeng district, was on the Sedibeng committee and as president for many, many, many years, and also on Gauteng Bowls. So quite a stalwart and a legend in the Sedibeng district in the bowls sector.
Yes, this seems a relatively short end here. Retha chose. I think she's adjusted with that line on the back end now. Yes. Just running through a bit. Yeah. So we should all be happy that Retha then relocated to Pretoria and now an asset both as a player and as an administrator for BGN.
Yep. And something that we don't know about Retha, she tells us that she's the granny of 3 beautiful princesses. So it'll be interesting to know, with the game being live streamed today, whether mom's got the YouTube app open, and is that the youngsters are able to watch granny on the green.
Yeah, strange you mentioned that. Not only are they then BGN B-side teammates, because Adele also lists hobbies as her 3 grandchildren, both having 3 grandchildren.
Lovely, lovely. And I think that's the highlight of any person that's had children, that they get grandchildren one day. And like Adele says, being able to now play bowls with her daughter is phenomenal. It's always lovely to be able to share the rink, share the green with your sibling. I had the pleasure in 1994 of playing bowls with my mom in then it was called the All Transvaal, and we got to the final and then lost horribly. So it was just an achievement on its own, just playing and having the privilege of sharing the rink with my mother.
Yeah, I can echo that, because that is also the greatest things for bowls with me, is that I'm doing it together with my son Nicholas. So what an absolute privilege is to build memories and to play bowls together.
Yeah, and Nicholas, as we know, is an up and coming youngster. I don't know how long he's actually been playing for, but he's got a couple of national titles in the visually impaired sector. And I think he's on, the two of you are on your way to New Zealand is it December or January, Friedel?
Jenny, correct, yes. In January, we are traveling to Brownspay, Auckland, for the International Blind Bowlers Association World Championship.
Ah, well, that's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and I'm sure on behalf of all our viewers and our bowlers throughout the country, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you the best of bowling and enjoy every minute.
Thank you. Adele drawing shot there, the last bowl. Looks like it's one. I think it's just the one. Yes.
Yeah, so the score is 2-1 after 3 ends to Adele Nut.
Yeah, still early days. I see that we only have 20 viewers online, as people wake up for a lazy Sunday, have a cup of coffee, switch on the telly, tune into the live streaming. Welcome to all of you. I'm sure it will grow as the day progresses. Yeah, both bowlers, both Adele and Retha, using a similar track length.
Yeah, and at this stage, both playing the ditch hand. Although the rink is quite well in, it's not too near the ditch. Opting to play that ditch hand and starting with bowls right close to the jack. Great start.
Yes, Retha having to change to her backhand, trying to just sit on that ball and push it through, just missing on the left.
Yeah, so it's wonderful that the sponsor Seeff is on board for this Seeff Bowls Gauteng North men's and women's President's Invitation singles. A little bit later, we will have our sponsor to come and have a chat, just brief us on how he got involved with bowls. I'm not sure if he is a bowler himself, Friedel. Do you know?
Yes, I do. Leon Swart, plays out of Linwood.
Lovely.
Been playing for, wouldn't be able to tell you how many years, but I remember him from academy days prior to COVID that we did together. I think it's actually his daughter, which I don't see her today, that does it with him.
Oh, okay.
She was here yesterday.
Certainly a well-known brand, and
Yes.
on behalf of all the bowlers, we're very appreciative of them coming on board.
Yeah, we have a good hit here in front of us. Retha holding the one.
It's that little bit heavy.
Yeah, well, so Adele comes up. She lists two biggest achievement in bowls in her 6-year career, being selected for the BGN B side this year, and then also last year beating one of BGN's top bowlers, Leonie Durant, in the BGN Champ of Champs.
Yeah, that's something to be very proud of. Leonie is one of the has been and is still one of the top bowlers in BGN.
Correct.
Recently winning the BGN singles against the ever green Sue Tar, who has had an awesome season this year, winning the national singles, the South African Open singles, shall I say, as well as the gold medal in the Bowl South Africa Veteran Masters that was held at Wingate Park in February.
Yes, and then just to add on that, then those two teamed up for the Gauteng Open and won gold in the Gauteng Open.
Yeah,
The ladies'
that's it.
days.
Yeah, wonderful.
Both of them, of course, will be in action in the Masters next weekend.
Yeah, and Retha's achievements, silver in the BGN novice singles after playing for 6 months, and gold in the BGN mixed pairs, where her and her partner then went on to represent Bowls Gauteng North in the national mixed pairs.
Yes, her partner there was Tali Talliard from high school. Yeah, I think Adele did very well there to get shot.
Drew a beautiful shot in there.
Yeah, technology that James sharing with us indicates a shot to Adele. So moving along 1-1-1 after 4 ends. Should be 2-all then. Once they get ready, just on the rings on B in the men's President's Cup. Golfweight up 6-2 against Gerrit van Niekerk. Lionel Page up 5-2 against Neil Smit. Andries Nutt up 4-1 against Michael van Heerden. Dylan Mitchell down 2-3 against Frans Akutsa, and Neil Pretorius up 5-3 against Gavin Kent Brown.
Yeah, and the other men are just playing on sea green, and it is De Pretoria against McIntyre,
Jaco du Preez against
and
Robbie
the score is
McIntyre.
5-all.
Okay. Yes, I had to move to the sea green to accommodate the ladies moving to the streaming rink. All the other ladies on the sea green.
Shot ball now. That one, am I 2 down? 1 down.
Good opening bowl here again from Adele. Certainly finding that ditch hand beautifully on the backhand.
Yeah, Adele has always started off with a very good opener every time she's had the mat.
Retha having a very good line, but just overdoing the weight a little bit there, which I think is quite easy to do on these winter greens.
Standing up a meter short or 3/4 meter short there. Yeah, we have our first chat on our stream. Yeah, good morning to you, Lawrence. Watching the stream from Leisner. Retha under a bit of pressure here. 3 down.
Yeah, seems to be just battling with the weight going away from the scoreboard.
That's going to be a bit narrow. Mm. Yeah, it swings away quickly if you're a bit
Yeah.
narrow on the
Fixed her weight.
chant.
The weight looks pretty good there, but as you say, just that little bit narrow. So it's all about the line and the length.
Yeah, Adele covering the back of the last ball. Still counting, I think. So 4 down. Much better line here by Retha.
Is that a
But
little bit heavy?
heavy. The overhead cam showing that it's 4 there. 4 to Adele. Yeah, moving into a 3 there.
Yeah, I think that Jack High bowl of Retha's was third shot. I think possibly that was the reason why she could play on the forehand Adele to perhaps turn that bowl or finish inside it. It was just a fraction heavy.
Yeah, so Adele now building up a strong lead here, 6-1.
Yeah, and settling in with that length with the mat about 6 meters up, and then the jack sort of not quite to the 2 meter. Certainly found her length going away from the board and playing well coming to the board as well.
Seems like the wind has picked up quite substantially now. There's quite a bit of a strong breeze or wind here at the moment.
Yeah, maybe the cold front that was scheduled for today and delayed for tomorrow is starting its climb up to Gauteng.
Retha holding shot after her first delivery.
Here's my favorite little people just arriving at the green at the moment. Carmen with her twins. Hallo Boeta, hoe gaan dit met jou? Hallo Sissa, hoe gaan dit? Lekker. Geniet julle daggie hoor. How's it Carmen? Adele drawing shot over there on the forehand.
Yeah, Retha taking the shot back. Slight move for the jack. Yes, Jenny, in between, if there's a bit of time, maybe you can share with our viewers some of your takeaways and experiences from the Commonwealth in Glasgow.
Yeah, it was absolute privilege and pleasure to be there. Very honoured to be asked to stand in for Susan Nell, who unfortunately was unable to travel due to a pinched nerve. The trip, I think the only thing that I didn't enjoy about going to Glasgow was the length of the trip, Friedel, because we travelled via Dubai, which was 8 hours. Then we had a bit of a layover and then another 8 hours to Glasgow. And you're going against the time and then you're going with the time. But the venue was, in my opinion, was superb. The venue was about 5 minutes walk from where we were staying at the Crown Plaza, which is located on the banks of the Clyde River. But yeah, they had 4 indoor rinks, 2 with lots of seating, lots of lighting, plenty of press, great facilities for the players. And yeah, we'll get to some of the bowls a little bit later. Adele
Yes.
lying 1 measure for 2 here, perhaps. Retha coming in for second shot there.
Definitely second shot, so Adele gets 1 shot. There's also a very lively atmosphere in the arena. It was
Very much so.
so
Well, you know, the Scots definitely put on the right show. I'm not sure, just for the sake of our viewers and those that might be interested, is Victoria in New South Wales in Australia was scheduled to host the 2026 Commonwealth Games, but due to funding, the cost involved, they withdrew, and Glasgow then stepped up. So there were various discussions that took place, and particularly in the bowls side, they said it would have to be an indoor, and the format would have to be sets. So the pairs played 2 sets of 5 ends with a 1 end sudden death tiebreaker, and the singles played 7 ends. Also, if it was a set all, then there would be a 1 set tiebreaker. So the bowls started at 8:30 in the morning, and then there was a slight break in the schedule between 2 and 3, and then it would start at 3 again, and sometimes the last games would go on at 20 to 9. Now, obviously, being summer in the Northern Hemisphere, it was beautiful. The evenings were beautiful because the sun only sets at about 10:30, quarter to 11. So we hardly ever had to walk home in the dark, albeit that we played the later session. And we were represented there by in the ladies' pairs and women's pairs, men's pairs, and men's singles. And then we also had our visually impaired bowlers, a mixed visually impaired, and then we had the 2 para bowlers being Gareth Rhys-Gibbs and Jared James. So we were well represented. There was also a competition for the para women, but unfortunately Bowl South Africa felt it wasn't going to be correct because we didn't really have the right players to represent South Africa. But with all the Commonwealth countries there, it was actually a festival of bowls.
it certainly seemed like it, yes. Big participation. Adele had a very good opener. You could see it on the replay that James shared with us, drawing a second shot as well.
Yeah, she certainly seems to be putting Retha under a lot of pressure, particularly on the end going away from the scoreboard, where Retha has just not found her weight with that first bowl, running through a little bit. Second bowl, slightly better, but still running through a little bit. But her lines are great. So, as you would know, Friedel, they played indoor,
Yes.
and the carpet was running at between 16 and 16 and a half seconds. But I'm told, I'm certainly not an authority on it, but depending on the atmosphere and the humidity, etc., on the indoor, it could fluctuate slightly between the sessions from playing sort of 8:30 in the morning till 20 to 9 at night, you know.
Yes, I'm sure it did. In other words, probably if it got very humid, a bit of a reduction in speed, I would imagine then.
Yeah, but not greatly. I think it's more in people's heads, you know, what is the green doing, what isn't it doing. But certainly we were blessed with exceptional bowls being played at the highest level, competing against the world's best. Our South Africans didn't play for medal positions, but were certainly very, very competitive, and certainly didn't go down without a fight.
No, you could see that streaming that was brought to us that we could follow. Very competitive and very admirable performances by all our Protea bowlers.
Yeah, Retha just running through there a little bit again. Looks like it could be 2. No, only 1, according to our circles. Thank you very much, James. So Adele continues to put Retha under pressure. I was watching Retha play against the youngster, is her name Denique Nivenhuizen, from, I think she's from
Minis, yes.
Municipals, yeah.
Yes.
She was playing against her yesterday, and Retha actually was well down and then fought her way back to win the tie. So she's certainly not anybody that gives up, and she actually mentions that on her little CV that she's given us, that her ambition is to be the best version of herself and to never give up.
Yeah, just on the ladies, Seeff Ladies President's Cup, you can see a few scores, maybe not at the far end, but one of the only unbeaten lady in the other section, Liesel Jacobs from Harlequins, is up 7-4 against a very promising young bowler, Danielle Claassen, 7-4. And I can see that Evelyn Klutter, who recently moved to Pretoria, is up 14-3 against Marlene Weideman. 2 at the far end I can see, and the one is a bit obstructed.
We'll get somebody to go and get those scores for us just now. In the meantime, a reasonably good opening bowl from Adele. And Retha just drawing in beautifully here, finding her weight on the inside hand. Denise Pretorius. Good morning, Denise. Lovely to have you watching us up on the couch with a cup of coffee. I'm very pleased to hear that you are on track with your recovery after your back fusion, and looking forward to you recovering strong and being back on the green in the not too distant future. So thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the bowls. Retha having to change her side and play onto the forehand there with Adele's short bowl. Not a bad bowl, just running a meter through. Adele looking very, very good here. She got the right line onto the shot bowl. Yeah, takes the shot bowl out. Now allowing 3 shots. So Retha again under pressure on this particular end. Adele leading at the moment 8-1. But looking at drawing the shot here, what a beautiful draw. Yeah, and Retha has just put it back. So Retha holding 1 shot. Adele playing her forehand. Touches the jack. Oh, maybe it's just gone a little bit too far. Retha could still be lying the shot here. Lovely try there. Rachel Borman, good morning to you, and thanks for joining us on this live streaming. We hope you enjoy the commentary and the bowls. Retha looking to add the bonus here. Slight touch on that jack. Make sure that she picks up the 2. Very, very good end that. Yeah. Garthwaite having a run on the rink next door, and the ladies having to watch their feet. So that's 2 to Retha. The score will move on to 3-8.
I've just returned from Sea Green. Update on all the ladies' scores for you. Wilna Ackerman from Linwood is up 5-4 against Nick van Evenhuizen. Then next to them, Susan Roos is up 7-4 against Isabel Buerta. Evelyn Kluter now 15-3 up against Marlene Weideman. Antoinette Marks up 13-2 against Elise Engelbrecht. And then Liesel Jacobs 8-4 against Danielle Klaassen. Yeah.
Great opening ball from Retha.
Yeah, she bit longer end here.
Yeah, I see a comment here from Gareth Rees Gibbs. Gareth was one of our parabolers that was in Glasgow with us. And one of the things, and I can see his comment here, wah wah wee wah, when our bowlers were on the rinks and they played a great shot. That was Gareth's shout out to them. And some of the other countries, particularly Fiji, thought it was a great shout out. So when their players were playing, they tried to emulate Gareth. So welcome, Gareth. I hope you've rested nicely and back into the swing of things after your trip to Glasgow.
Yeah, good morning, Gareth. Welcome back. Know you had a good time there. It almost sounds like a war cry, wah wah wee wah. No wonder Fiji liked it. Yeah, and then just allow me this opportunity. Good morning, my love. Happy you're watching us on the couch. Wishing you a good recovery after your back up.
Yeah, and just a shout out, thank you for the good wishes for Women's Day. I don't actually believe in the 9th of August being Women's Day. I think every day should be Women's Day. But to those of you that do get spoiled today, enjoy the day. Tomorrow you have off as a bonus. So there's actually 2 Women's Days.
Yeah, well, aren't we lucky? And having a day off tomorrow. Luckily, maybe not the whole year, but it is Women's Month.
Correct. Yes, you are right.
Yeah, despite that good opener from Retha, Adele actually slightly moved the jack and is holding shot. Retha definitely has found the line much better now on the ditch hand.
Very close, yeah.
Sit on Adele's ball, just
Ooh.
misses.
Fraction heavy. Yeah, so the format was quite challenging in Glasgow with spotting the jack.
Mm-hmm.
So there were mat lines and jack lines. So the players didn't roll the jack in the pairs or the singles discipline. And from my own experiences, I feel that you lose an advantage when you can't roll the jack, Friedel, because particularly in singles, where you have to, fight the battle yourself, it takes quite a strong mind to be able to settle on rolling the jack to the length that you believe is your strength. So, yeah, having the one in tie break was also very, very cutthroat.
It was. I mean, it takes a whole element away, not being able to deliver the jack yourself. A lot of people struggle with the jack delivery, whilst others use it as a strength in their strategy.
Yes.
But ultimately it was all about time, with only 4 rinks available, trying to get all those games. Like I said, it's about 15, 16 hours of bowls each day that were played.
Correct.
Remains to be seen if this is the way forward.
Yeah, there's been a lot of comments on social media, and I think in general, from a television point of view or live streaming point of view, I think the viewers enjoyed the bowls. I think just from a player's perspective, it is one of the biggest stages. Bowls do also have world bowls, but playing in the Commonwealth for your country is a huge stage to be representing your country on, and perhaps a 3-end tiebreak is something that they will consider. But there's 4 years to go before the next Commonwealth, which is due in Ahmedabad in India. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of talk and negotiations between players and officials and what's going to suit the next Commonwealth Games. But as a rescue event, literally from Glasgow, to me the games were absolutely superb. Myself and 3 of my colleagues decided the one evening when we didn't have bowls that we were going to go and support the netball girls. So the hydro was also just a short walk from our hotel, and they played against England, and my goodness, that auditorium of the netball was chock-a-block with English supporters, and the atmosphere was absolutely amazing. So a lot to be said about all the other codes that were represented at the Commonwealth.
Yeah, I think a lot of gratitude to Scotland to actually step in and take over at short notice, to stage a Commonwealth. That did lead to reduced sporting formats, and even in the bowls, no trips and fours this year, only pairs and singles.
Yes. Yeah, and also only the winner of each section going through. Again, possibly due to time constraints. There's also the question of some countries had only 2 female players and 2 male players, rather than having the 3, like South Africa opted for as a singles player in each gender and pairs combination. But you had a Catherine Rednall who represented England. She came up and played, didn't have the benefit of playing the ladies' pairs before the second week commenced with the ladies' singles and the men's pairs, and won it. I think she lost one of her games, but got through her section and was a comfortable winner over Alison Marin of Guernsey.
Yeah, actually, we watched that final. Great game as well. Yeah, big pressure here for Retha. 4 down at the moment. Doesn't look like it's going to change.
No, she's left it short.
Adele picking up 4 here. Great third ball, back toucher.
Yeah, and our first game here in the men's presidents completed this morning. Garthwaite beating Gerrit van Niekerk 21-3. So
Yeah,
Garth certainly on fire there.
yeah, that should actually cement his lead in his section. He was lying first, and with that comprehensive win, extend his lead.
Yeah, and certainly boost his shot aggregate.
Exactly, yes. Yes, he had a great day yesterday. He lost the one game.
So Adele picking up 4 there. So moving into a commanding lead of 13-3. So Adele at this stage definitely got the upper hand, finding the green and the pace of the green and the line better than what Retha is.
Yeah, depending on the final outcome of this game, a win for Adele puts her right back into it in a section. As we said early on, Retha had won all 3 games yesterday, and Adele 2. It will open up the section completely with 1 game to come, around 5 after this.
Yeah, she's just stepped back there. She was actually walking on the mat to play her forehand, and I was going to say something after she delivered, but she stepped back and composed herself, took her time, and decided, no, she's finding this ditch hand, so why change? She's certainly finding it. Yeah, that's a good pressure bowl again. Very, very good opener. Just that half a meter behind the jack.
See if Retha can match it. No. It's under on the line again.
She's actually playing around the clock at the moment, Friedel. She's playing quite a good line on her backhand coming back to the board, but then playing her backhand going away from the board as well. So it might be well worth her while just to try and settle on one hand to try and find the weight and the line together.
A very good observation, Jenny. Let's see if she works it out herself.
I hope she didn't overhear me because I'll be
She
charged
did
with
change her
coaching.
hand.
I'll have to charge her for coaching fees. Oh, she
Yeah,
just
she
hasn't
got the
weight.
line there, just a good 2 meters short. But again, lots of pressure. Lots of pressure. 3 down again. Adele playing very well. Jenny already told us Garth winning the game on the other men's games. I'll give you an update now. Looks like it's going to be another one. Maybe just running a little bit. No change indicated by Cutty.
Just nipping her line there.
Yeah, she should have cut down. I think she did.
And possibly only 2 now. Or maybe not according to the circles. Could still be 3. Maybe a measure on that third one.
Circles indicating 3, yes. In the game between Andries Nut and Michael van Heerden, Andries is up 6-5. Lionel is up 10, Lionel Page up 10-7 against Neil Smith. Neil Pretorius and Gavin Ken Brown on 11 all. And then on the far rink, there's a very rare sight. Dylan Mitchell up 14-6 against Francois Kurze. Dylan, by his own admission, always tell you that singles is his least favorite format. Much more of a team player. So well done to you, Dylan.
Yeah, he had a good win yesterday. I think he won 1 and lost 2. So
Correct, yes. And then Jaco Dupree is up 13 against Robbie McIntyre.
okay. So they're actually measuring for the third shot here. I'm not sure what the decision is. We'll see when Cutty puts up the lollipops.
Two it is.
Yeah, 15-3. Adele's in the lead against Retha. So Retha was in a similar position yesterday and fought her way back. But Adele is playing quite a high quality of bowls and putting Retha under pressure from her first bowl. So it will take a lot to get the better of Adele.
Yeah, her openers have all been very good, and I know that is something that you guys, as coaching staff of the Proteas, when you do the scoring, you always indicate on your scoring sheet, because I was also helping at midstream
Yes.
as a marker, who actually held shot after the delivery of a first ball.
Correct.
Very important, the first ball.
Yeah, 100%. Straight up puts the opposition under pressure.
Again, very good opener from Adele.
Retha looking good here on her backhand. Slightly wide, but lovely weight, and draws the shot. There's our little meerkat friend. Maybe you heard us talk about Denise Friedel, because I know when Denise was a member here at Wingate Park, they were her little friends, the little meerkats.
Yeah, correct, if I'm not mistaken. It's got a distinctive collapsed ear. That should be Liffey.
Okay, well we'll see if we can hone in on the meerkat just now, Denise, especially for you. See if it's your little friend.
There he goes, or she goes.
They're coming to have a look at the bowls. Don't stand grass for the players, my boy, or my little girl. So Adele just missing the weight here a little bit. It seems to have just slipped up a little bit on this end and giving Retha the opportunity to draw another.
Yeah, looking good here from Retha. She runs it just short, unfortunately. Still looks like it could be a good measure here. Yeah, overhead cam,
Yep.
the circles indicate that. Close for shot here.
But there's a good shot for Adele if she just tightens her line slightly on her last bowl. A good trail shot here could make a few shots. A very good line, but just running that little bit through. So just getting back to Glasgow, one of the interesting innovations that they did have at Glasgow was on the ends behind the players, on just off the rinks, they had mini TV screens, dashboards like this, where they actually had an overhead camera which would show you who was actually lying. So the visualization of the players on the mat was that they could just look around to the screen and actually see for themselves that the marker was correct in saying that that was a measure. So it saved them from having to go up to the head too often, bearing in mind there was a time constraint of 30 seconds between when the last bowl comes to rest and when you have to deliver your bowl.
Yeah, that was a great help and very noticeable how they always just look back with a 30 seconds time clock in place. They're all about speeding up the games. So generally, I think with the time with the one end tiebreak, it's 90 minutes, was it? The game, or 80 minutes?
Thereabouts, yes. Yeah, so they had a bit of entertainment. They had Drums and Roses, which was a Scottish band, and chatting to the one guy, they had the bagpipes and the drums, and he every year comes out to Gauteng, and he does lessons through Jeppy Boys and Jeppy Girls High School of the bagpipes, and loves South Africa. Always goes out to one of the game parks, and expressed a lot of interest in coming back to South Africa on a regular basis, and very grateful for the fact that they were able to do what they love as well. So when there was a tie break, it cut into a little bit of their entertainment time. But other than that, they would do a little bit of entertainment between the games with their bagpipes and drums.
Yeah, we could also see those. And also a little bit of dancing in between.
Yes.
So Retha getting a shot there.
She
Staying,
moves
staying on the ditch end, the back end.
Yep,
Got the line there.
And we have Elmar Pretorius on our live streaming. Hi guys, thanks for the update. You're most welcome. All the way from Josini Dam. Fortunate not to be there. But thank you for watching our live streaming, and we hope you're enjoying the bowls.
Ja, Alma, geniet Josini. Beslis baie warmer as hier. Alma plays out of Pretoria North.
Oh, right, okay. Whereabout is Josini Dam?
Zululand.
Oh, okay.
My Valley.
Just a shout out to our sponsor, Seeff. Great to have you on board for the Bowls Gauteng North men's and women's presidents, and Henselite for coming on board with their sponsorship for the Junior Masters. You mentioned this is the first time they've had a Junior Masters, Friedel.
Yes.
That's
It
wonderful.
was introduced this year. Because with the BGN School League, the amount of under 18 school going children has just increased exponentially since COVID. Also strong school league now, and you can also witness it in the amount of teams that are entered for the junior provincials, under 15, 18, under 25. So really very good for BGN.
That's wonderful.
A lot of youngsters playing bowls. School league's currently on the go, the BGN School League.
Yeah, I was chatting to one of the coaches yesterday, and they were telling me that there's a team called the Barbarians for the school children that schools aren't represented in the actual schools league.
Yes, and
for them to
homeschoolers.
play. Yeah, and homeschoolers
Quite a
to
few
get the
homeschoolers
opportunity as well, which I think that is wonderful, to give those kids the opportunity to play as well.
That initiative was actually, those first seeds were planted here at Wingate together with Waterkloof High School. But it's grown. The latest addition is Menlo Park High School, also now entered, playing out of Pretoria High School Old Boys.
That's wonderful.
So it seems to be growing year by year.
Yeah, well, I've been very fortunate over the years. When prior to my move to Bowls Gauteng North, I was quite actively involved with the juniors in Ekurhuleni Bowls, and was fortunate to be on the coaching side there for 10 years, taking the kids down to Bloemfontein. And for those of you that have been there, you will know it's an absolute festival of bowls. There's just such a lot of fun and camaraderie and talent that we as Bowl South Africa selectors, between myself and Johan du Plessis, made a decision that either one or both of the ladies or men selectors should be present to go and watch the under 25s and a bit of the under 18s and under 15s, because that is basically where the future of bowls is going to come from, and the quality of bowls is actually of a very high standard.
That's great news. Happy to hear that. Yeah, it looks pretty close for shot here. No one actually really close.
Yeah, I think Retha moved the jack. She scouted the jack a bit, so it was not too far off centre, but both ladies just battling to get to that position.
Overhead, it looks like Retha, but I'm certain there might be a measure here.
I think Adele took
No.
out one to Retha. So the score, Retha moves on to 5 and Adele on 15. Retha opting to take that mat back a little bit. It's still a couple of meters up and then choosing to roll the jack to the tee. So a little bit of a longer end.
Over by the ladies, I can see that the game between Evelyn Klutter and it was Marlene Weideman concluded. We know Evelyn was far up, so I assume she won that. She's also still in contention for a second win. Very close game between two of the BGN's younger bowlers, Liesel Jacobs and Danielle Klaassen. Marker obscuring, but it was 11 all just now. 13-11 to Liesel Jacobs. We mentioned earlier, still undefeated in her section. Antoinette Marks up 18-6 against Elise Engelbrecht. Wilna Ackerman up, it looks like 11-7 against Danique Nieuwenhuisen. And it looks like 8 all there between Susan Roos and Isabel Botha.
Better ball here from Retha. She left her first one quite short. Now she's trailed the jack, lying the shot. So that change of length has, with the first 2 bowls, confused both ladies. I think they're allowing for a bit of run on and perhaps the early morning dew, although I don't think there was much this morning. Perhaps on the fuller ends proving to be a slight bit heavier. Yeah, much better weight from Adele. Good second shot.
And a good track here.
Line, yeah. Taking lovely grass. Another toucher.
Yeah, great shot from Retha.
Adele rolling a nice line here. All in her weight. She's certainly on track. Oh, drawn a beautiful shot.
What a ball. Drawing shot there. Adele holding the one ball to come. No change there, so Adele getting a shot, moving up into a 16-5 lead. Update on the men scores. Dylan Mitchell up 18-7 against Franz Kurze. Henri Snoot up 9-8 against Michael van Heerden. Gavin Kent Brown up 17-13 against Neil Pretorius. And Lionel Page up 11-9 against Neil Smith. Yakudupri up 19-9 against Robbie McIntyre.
There's a little bit of gusty wind still here this morning. Don't see it having too much effect on the bowls, but just that iciness in the weather has changed. Yesterday it was lovely and warm, and today there's that chill in the coming from the wind.
Yeah, definitely. And it was yesterday by 10 o'clock the jackets were all off. I think unless you're playing today, the jackets will stay on.
Yes. Yeah, not bad from Adele, just that meter through. Yeah, Retha opting for her forehand. She certainly played that forehand well coming down to the board. And she's got a toucher and gets the shot.
Yeah, moves along with the jack, ending up just slightly behind. Good track here again from Retha.
Yeah,
And
all
she
on the
certainly
way.
is doing much better on the longer ends
Yes.
and playing the inside hand.
Adele just a little bit narrow. Certainly, from our viewpoint, Friedel, it looks like the ditch hand is taking the extra grass compared to the inside hand, although Retha is taking a fair amount of grass on the forehand as well.
Yeah, she's really found at this end. Another good ball there from her.
Yeah, holding 3, so Adele under a little bit of pressure, but she has got that comfort of the gap of that she's 16-5 up at the moment. Let's see if that she's pushed the bowl out. Maybe
No,
just
that's
going
gonna
to
come back.
hang out a little bit. Yeah, just carrying that bit of extra weight. Chance here for Retha to capitalize and to draw the bonus.
Picking up the 4 here will boost her confidence and bring her back into this game. It looks good, yeah.
Yeah, all on the weight.
Yeah.
Got enough weight to get in. Yeah, lovely. There we go. Beautiful shot drawn.
Retha picking up 4. Closing the gap slightly. 16-9 now to Adele. As we mentioned earlier in our stream, Adele Noeth plays out of Wonderboom and Retha Calitz plays out of Pretoria High School Old Boys. Both relatively new players, having only played 4 and 6 years respectively. And both also teammates for the BGN B side. Anyone interested and might not have been online earlier, Adele plays with an Aero Groove Quartet, I think it was, and Retha was a Drake's Spiked Pro 50. Nice too.
Retha now opting to play the ditch hand on her forehand back to the board. Not a bad opener. Meter through.
Yeah, in terms of Proteas, we've discussed and we're privileged enough to get a lot of insight from Jenny. But it's not long away now for the African states taking place, where we'll actually be sending 5 men and 5 ladies. Can't remember, are you going with them or is
No,
Sonny gonna go
Susan
again?
Nell will be fit to go with them.
Okay.
She'll be traveling. They're playing in Zambia. And representing the ladies, we've got a new cap, Joyce Velampini, who plays out of Bryanston Sports in the JBA district. She'll be playing lead in the pairs, and the skip in the pairs will be Marisol Rousseau, who's a very well-established member of the Gold Squad and has represented South Africa and the African states for the last 2 years with very good results. Marisol will also be skipping the fours, where she'll have Desi Rosenblatt from Eastern Province as her third. She'll have Joyce Velampini as her second, and the seasoned Tabelo Mavongo from Sables as her lead. And then in the trips format, we'll have Esme Kruger as the skip, with Desi as the middle pip, and Tabelo as the lead, and Esme Kruger will be playing the singles when the fours is on. So we wish them the best of luck here. They go to Zambia on the 20th of September. And in the men, we have John Malupi, Victor Sapali, Nixa Ben Gurik. Just trying to think who the other
Wayne
guys
Roberts.
are. Wayne Roberts
And Brad Robinson.
Brad Robinson, yeah. So the ladies have already qualified for World Bowls next year, Friedel. But the African states is the qualifying tournament for the African countries to qualify to for the various disciplines that will be at World Bowls. And World Bowls will be different. It will be at Royal Leamington Spa, which is located in the UK Midlands. Outdoor surface, so they'll be playing on grass. South Africa got a good haul of medals in trying to think which year it
2023?
was. No, at Leamington Spa,
at
2004. Trish, one of our current selectors, Trish Young, and Lorna Trigwell, Lorraine Victor, and I think Leonie Durant was in that team. They came back with some gold medals, so there will be expectations of our ladies, but we've still got plenty time to name the team that will be represented there.
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of opportunities coming up for the youngsters and or our Gold Squad, and the Gold Squad being renamed the Protea Squad, and the Emerging Proteas, which was previously the Green Squad. We got permission recently to increase the numbers from 8 men and 8 women to 12 men and 12 women in the Emerging Proteas. So it gives us a lot more players to be looking at. And yeah, the players will have to play for their positions and continue to cement their records by winning their Masters and other district competitions.
Yeah, it's awesome to get that information as well. Thank you. also from a measuring for shot here, I see.
Wow.
It actually, from where we're sitting, I thought it was Retha.
Yeah.
Over there, Cam, you can actually see. But it is quite close. No, it is
A couple of centimeters.
Retha staging a fight back. Yeah, very exciting news. Saw the circular this week. The National Lottery funding for Bowl South Africa.
Yes, yes.
Very positive development.
Very, very positive, and also interesting to note that some of the funding that's been now provided are for events that have already taken place. Obviously, there's a lot of red tape when you apply for lotto funding, so a little bit of amendments to communication between Bowl South Africa and the Lotteries Board will ensure that the funds get used, because you have to do, I know when I was working for volunteering at an NPO some years ago, if you get granted money by the government or the lottery or whatever the case is, you have to account for every cent of it. So if the tournament has already taken place and you've had to fund it out of your cash flow, you've got to explain that quite carefully as to not lose the benefit and think that there's some monkey business going on. But certainly very good news, because South Africa will be looking to raise funds for the World Championships next year in Leamington Spa.
Yeah, it's also just on we talked earlier about the international IBBA, International Blind Bowler Association World Championship in New Zealand next year. That was also funded by the National Lottery, but separate to the tranche that is now being allocated to Bowl South Africa. So we were very fortunate. The VIPSA president, Graham Ward, had secured that funding a few years ago already.
Yeah, it's nice to know now that all those bowling bodies are sort of falling under and being recognised by Bowl South Africa. I know Graham Ward has done a lot of hard work as the president of the visually impaired there, and it's wonderful to think that you can be going to New Zealand next year to the World Championships and taking, I'm not sure how many representatives are there, Friedel.
There is, remember, we always a player and a director.
Correct.
So there is one for each, one lady and one male for each category, being B1 to B4. So there's 4 men and 4 ladies plus 8 directors going together with the visually impaired, or actually Parabowls coach Cedric Summerskill.
Okay, yeah.
So it's quite a big team going. Yeah, a positive development. Also, a lot of credit to Owen James, who takes charge of disability bowls at Bowl South Africa, bringing both physically disabled Bowl South Africa and visually impaired Bowl South Africa under the umbrella of Bowl South Africa, now referred to as Parabowls.
Yes. Interestingly enough, Friedel, and I think it's something that we've got used to in this country, not something that I think the able-bodied players brought in, but, you know, Gareth and Jared are quite happy to be called wobblies. And I think
Ja.
Ja.
Seems like we're back online again. Apologies, there's James put in our commentary over there. We lost our sound, but we're back again. And we've been following the balls. Retha picked up a few drops, so she's now 18 behind. Back.
Yeah, not many games still on the go. We can confirm that Liesel Jacobs won her game against Danielle Klaassen. She is now still undefeated in her section, having won 4 out of 4. Dylan beat Francois Kurzer. Gavin Ken Brown beat Neil Pretorius. In the 2 men's games, well 3, there's 1 on C. Michael van Heerden, things changed quite a bit there. He's now up 17-10 against Andre Snoot. And Lionel Page is up 17-10 against Neil Smith. And Jaco du Preez is 19-17 up against Robbie McIntyre, who staged a good comeback now. He was quite far down a while ago. Still 2 ladies' games on the go. Far end of Sea Green.
Lovely ball coming down here from Adele, drawing the... No, she's not going to draw the shot. Yes, she is. There we go. Just stopped in time. So she was shot down there and has drawn the shot. So she will move on to 19-12.
Ladies don't call loud enough. Thanks. That's all.
Jack ending up on the 2, or past the 2, will be spotted or placed on the 2-meter mark. Greens obviously have sped up a bit since this morning.
Yeah, and it's actually nice to be back where you've got all the different colour bowls, as you will know, and to those viewers that watched some of the Commonwealth, for ease of commentating and or viewership. Each player there had a blue and a red set of their particular bowls, And if you were listed first on the draw, you played with red bowls, and if you were listed second on the draw, you played with blue bowls. Also, the innovation of having a official at each end, where they would pick up the jack and they would place the jack at the respective ends. Also, they would chalk the bowls if they were touches, and they would also remove any dead bowls from the ditch and or do any measuring. If the marker measured or the official measured and it was close, there were designated technical officials or umpires to actually come out, naturally international graded technical officials.
Yeah, a lot of innovations. Was really groundbreaking in many senses. The Bowls Commonwealth 26.
Yeah,
Adele holding one.
yeah, she needs 2 to clinch the game, so Retha will have to pull out all the stops. Looks like a good bowl coming down here again. Yeah, made 2 of it.
Yeah, it's a holding game as things stand.
Retha playing her forehand. All depends on her weight. Yeah, fraction heavy. Yeah, Adele just doing enough to get the 3. Retha's game down.
It looks much better here from Retha.
You could draw the shot.
Oh, just got a touch on.
Yeah, looks
Still
like
drew
she's
the
done
shot.
enough.
Yes, she's done enough there. Game saver there from Retha.
Kept her hopes alive.
Yeah, just so those that are currently online, the next game that we will be bringing to you, streaming to you, will be the round 5 Men's President's Cup game between Andries Noeth and from Wingate and Neil Pretorius from Harlequins.
And I believe that Andries and Adele are not related, albeit they share the same surname.
Not at all, no, they are not. And then obviously very exciting this afternoon's Henselite Junior Masters final. They're calling for an umpire on this. James has already changed the score. We looked from where we were sitting, it looked. Yeah.
Perhaps with the telescopic will make a difference as opposed to a string
little bit
measure.
closer than it looked.
Yeah.
Still fancy Retha.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, viewership has stayed at about 50, although we've had 240 views, concurrent views that is, online 50. So Jaco du Preez up 2017 against Robbie McIntyre. Lionel Page up 18-10 against Neil Smith. And Michael van Heerden up 17-12 against Andre Snoot. Yeah, the umpire is John Romberg.
Yeah, pulling out his telescopic there. One of the things that we didn't see being used at Commonwealth, so I'm not quite sure what the accreditation of it is the laser measure. Is that accredited, do you know, for international competition, Friedel?
I thought it was, but guess it's not. Well, they opt not to. The other, I'm not actually sure. I also noticed that at the Commonwealth, they never propped the jack.
Yes, yes.
I don't know if it was that to save time, because it does happen that there's a little touch on the jack and it might just move
I think
a few
that's,
millimeters and influence the outcome. I was surprised that
yeah.
there was no jack propping.
I think it's something that we do in South Africa, but I think it's an actual international rule that you don't have to prop the jack. You must prop the bowls in the event that they fall over, but the
Yes.
jack you don't have to. It's not compulsory to prop the jack. Looks like a close measure because he's going back to the bowls using that telescopic.
Yeah.
Some
Neil
super
just
bowls
played
here.
a great shot there. There was 2 down to get the shot. Just edging out Lionel and staying next to the jack for shot.
So
Yeah.
Retha picking up the shot there. So
Yeah.
the score moves on to 19 to Adele and 13.
And a lovely technology here from James and them, the worm graph.
Ooh. Okay, okay. Here we go. Got it. Here we go. Nearly got taken
My
out here by
fellow
the jack
commentator
again,
Jenny
James.
Jones almost got shin shattered by that jack. Hey,
Don't worry, Lionel, I still love you. Yeah, I think we're going to, as commentators, we're going to have to ask for shin pads, hey? In the future when we play, when the men are driving the side.
it happened yesterday as well, and it was Lionel as well. Hit the jack right in between our legs. Good opener from Retha. Reasonable, rather, and good.
Yeah, always bowls behind, you can never write off. Friedel, always good to have bowls just through the head because 99% of the time the jack's known to move to the back.
Yeah, or into the commentary box.
Well, strangely enough, I was watching a game where the Norfolk Island lady was playing singles, and at the indoor in Glasgow, and she played for the jack, and the jack locked against the opponent's bowl and actually came forward. And it happened twice in that specific game, which is quite unusual, but it can happen.
Yeah,
The back bowl's always the better bowls through the head.
very good bowl here.
Never
from
mind, it's going to cost you.
Adele's opener was very good.
Retha playing a
Great shot from Retha.
lovely bowl there.
Trailing the jack, staying with it for shot.
Looking to keep her hopes alive in this game where she's trailing Adele 13-19. Just finishing through. Fraction wide.
It's on a good rate, yeah. Yeah, one and a look.
It's amazing when James gives that innovation of putting the circles above.
How wrong we are.
How wrong we. And then sometimes we sit here and criticize the marker, eh? No, just a shout out to our sponsors again, to Seeff for sponsoring this BGN men's and women's president singles, and then to Henselart for their first year of sponsorship to the inaugural Junior Masters, which has been played on D Green, as has been alluded to by Friedel. And then to our stalwarts here that handle the live streaming, all the stuff that goes with it, and all the plan Ys and X's and B's and A's. To James and Francois, thank you very much for bringing us this live streaming, and to allow our viewers to be part of this wonderful day of bowls, wonderful weekend of bowls.
Yes, Jenny, definitely echo that. Sponsorship very important to grow bowls, and live streaming is the one medium we have to also promote the game of bowls and hopefully introduce it to new people that might take up the game. Maybe they visiting someone that is streaming and they see it and they decide to take it up.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful initiative doing this live streaming. As you say, it gives people a different perspective. You see the different ages of people that are actually participating. And this afternoon, if you do have the time and you're able to join us for the live streaming, we are going to be streaming the Junior Masters final. And the Junior Masters, the age category, Friedel?
Under 18.
Under 18.
The youngest being Parker Perry. What is Parker now? 9 or 10?
10.
10.
So that is a great eye-opener for us. And Parker being the son of the Protea Wayne Perry,
Correct.
who's also plays from Wingate Park.
There was another new award last week, was also the BGN AGM, and also the awarding of the 25-26 Victor and Victrix Ludorium, but also a junior bowler, BGN Junior Bowler of the Year, and that went to Parker Perry.
Fantastic, yeah, no, that's great. And the young girl was Sune Esbach, also a Wingate member.
Yeah. Yeah, Victor went to Cecil Borman and Victrix to Sue Top.
Sue has had a phenomenal year, and for those of you that aren't aware, she's off her and Nixa Ben Gurik are off to represent South Africa at the World Champion of Champions, which is going to be played at the Club Burnham in Australia. And Sue, I was having a little discussion with her yesterday. She's feeling quite excited because the air tickets have come and visas in progress, and she's very much looking forward to the opportunity. So we wish them well, and we know they're going to hold the South African flag up and play with fighting spirit.
Yeah, that is by virtue of them both winning the respective BSA Men and Women's Open in May.
Correct.
Yeah, maybe a bit of bragging rights there for BGN, both being BGN players.
Yeah.
Winning the nationals.
Yes, and the Women's Nationals was actually, or the Women's Open was contested in KZN, and the men's was up here in Pretoria. So kudos to both those players. I think it's a very hard title to win, because you've got a lot of entries from throughout the country, and different people find the greens differently. So it's quite a challenge to be able to win that title.
Yes, definitely. I was actually had the privilege to watch the final between Nick Shaw and Wayne Roberts and commentate on it. Great game it was.
Yeah, that was held at your home club, Pretoria High School All Boys.
Yes, it was.
Had a lot of good comments about the greens there during the men's nationals.
Yes, they were in a very good condition. The people enjoyed playing on them.
Yeah, because earlier in the year you'd actually had problems with your greens. I know we were due to play ladies league at high school, and the greens were actually closed because there had been a problem. But the green staff obviously did a great job, and to host the headquarters of the SA Open and have good feedback about the greens. You know, we always love to hear from the players that they've actually enjoyed the surface.
Yeah, there were severe problems actually end of last year, and the greens were at a stage of being unplayable and closed down for a while.
It's going to have a go. Just watch your feet. Lionel's on the run. Yeah, it's taken the bowls out. Jack didn't come with this time. It looks like Retha could be holding 2, possibly 3 here, Friedel.
Definitely looks like 3, yes.
Because Adele's got 1 bowl to come. Retha drawing another. Adele just putting up short there, under a little bit of pressure.
Definitely 3. I'll probably have a look at the 4th.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
He's played a little bit of a wider line. Looks like she may have got 3rd bowl there.
Definitely cut 1 out, maybe even 2. The overhead shows actually a look at the 2nd.
Yes.
You're just going to have to wait for me.
Yeah, and Katie's on her knees, measuring for the 2nd shot there. Yeah, so 2 of the men's games still on track. We've got Lionel Page 18-13 up against Neil Smith, and we've got
Michael van Heerden.
Michael van Heerden against Andres Nut, and Michael is up 19-12.
Yeah, Michael has also grown in leaps and bounds. New bowler, still a novice. He won the novice singles this year.
Yes, yes.
Had enough confidence and faith to put him straight into his presidents, and he's taken a few big scalps already and is right back in it. Like we said earlier, Andres, after yesterday, was the only unbeaten player, and Michael is holding game.
Yeah, and 2 buttes on the jack there.
Michael won 2 and lost 1 yesterday. So picking up a win here is going to put him right into contention.
Yeah, and he's the son of a very good player. And I think his uncle also plays out of Muni's.
His dad is sitting there behind him as his coach manager, Louis van Heerden, and Uncle Willem van Heerden.
Yeah, and the two of them won the pairs at the Gauteng Open, and they were runners up in the 4s with Michael.
Yes, that is true.
Umpires measure now on this rink that we're busy live streaming. So to those of you that have joined us today, just a shout out to our sponsor, Seeff, for sponsoring the Ladies President's Cup and the Men's President's Cup. And then which are being hosted here at Wingate Park on the B and C green. And then a shout out to Henselite, who are the sponsors of our inaugural BGN Junior Masters, which is a category for bowlers under the age of 18. That is a mixed tournament between the boys and the girls, and that final will be live streamed today, or actually this afternoon, in our 3rd session of bowls.
Sy was ver agter teen Bella, maar ek sien sy's nou voor.
The measure must be very, very close because our technical official there doing some minute adjustments. So there must be a millimetre or so in that measure. Have a look and see. It's going to move over to the other bowl. I think this is the measure for the shot. I'm not 100% sure. Retha gets the shot. Oh, so they were measuring for second there. Okie dokie. There we go. Yeah, so the score moves on to 16-19. Retha really making a comeback here, showing her fighting spirit that we were talking about earlier on. Never say die. Michael van Heerden lying game against Andries Nutt. Andries has 1 ball to come. And Lionel Page moved on to 20. He's 20-13 up against Neil Smith. Those are the only games still on the greens at the moment. Retha putting in a back bowl there, a little bit through the head.
Yeah, James, if you can pull up that graph again and you can see the comeback of Retha. She's really staged a good comeback, yeah? Yeah, at one stage she was 15-4 down.
Yeah, and then 16-5 down.
Andries' game down.
Yeah.
Playing his last ball.
It's very close here. He's very close here. He's very close here. Oh, drawing a beautiful second shot.
Oh, second shot.
Yeah.
Stays in the game.
Ladies just a little bit heavy on this end, running through the 2 meters. So really an open draw here for either of these ladies that can settle on the weight on this particular end. Just over.
Still running a bit.
Just over. Yeah,
Retha holding shot though.
correct. Is she?
Yeah.
Well,
Looks
there
like
we
that
go.
one, yes.
Yeah. Looks like Lionel's holding the shot against Neil Smith.
Yeah, here comes,
Yeah, comes the
Adele.
shot.
He's going to draw a shot here.
That's a very good adjustment on her weight, putting Retha under pressure.
Still a bit heavy from Retha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adele
Leaving
has
it-
the opportunity to draw to win the game now.
Correct. Yeah, we have 62 viewers. So a few more people have joined us. Welcome to you all. We'll be joining you again shortly for round 5 after this game. They don't go away.
Has she got enough weight to
I
get
wonder.
there? She looks like she might. It might be another shot, albeit 2 meters short.
I don't know if our circles are wide enough to show us. No. James shakes his head, both being around about 2 meters out and behind.
Yeah, let's have a look what the ladies decide.
Pretty sure they're going to ask Kati to measure this. Yep.
No, only conceding 1. So
Okay.
Adele moves on to 20. Retha 16.
Yeah, and the game next to it, they measuring for shot. Lionel needs 1 for the game.
I think he conceded 1 because Neil knocked his own ball up.
Oh,
I think they're
okay.
measuring for second, Friedel.
Okay. So Neil is still in the game.
Yep. Michael van Heerden line game against Andries Nutt. Yeah, great opening ball there from Adele. She only needs the 1 to convert and win the game.
Staying with the jack. Not far off here from Retha.
Yeah, lovely draw. And she gets the shot. Not giving up, fighting till the end. Yeah, another good bowl coming in here from Retha. Yeah, it's a drawn second shot. She certainly, since she's changed to the inside hand, or going away from the board, has managed to capitalize and draw some shots.
I think she's going to reach on this one.
Oh, that's one thing we always say. When the shot's down, you need to play through the head.
Correct.
Nobody does it intentionally, but it's amazing how many short bowls we get from time to time when the shot is down. And forcing Retha to change her hand. Also playing a little bit narrow there. She's holding the two shots possibly. Adele taking her time, walking up, having a look, trying to visualize that shot. Looks like there is a nice shot in there. It looks like she could play to the jack level bowl. That is the shot.
And she has the best back, so it depends on her weight that she's going to play here.
Opting to play her forehand.
That's an interesting decision.
Oops, daisy. Mind the bowls. Michael van Heerden winning 21-12 against Andries Nutt. And as we've been saying all along, that now opens the section because Michael will have 3 wins out of 4 games, and so will Andries, winning 3 out of 4.
Yeah, the section very open now. Congratulations to Michael. Very good win for him there.
Very good win. Retha looking to capitalize here, and just falling that little bit short. So she'll pick up 2, so she's keeping her hope alive. Moves on to 18, and Adele still ahead with the 20 shots, looking for that one shot to win the game.
Yeah, I've just opened Ball's Draw here to see what happened on D Green in round 4 in the juniors.
Yes.
Philip Boyson from Valeria still remains undefeated. He's won all 4, leading the section there. With Parker Perry having won 3 out of 4 in second place. And then in the other section, I see Vian van der Kerk beat MJ Castellane to remain undefeated and topping that section with MJ in second place.
Okay. So all to play for in the last round, Friedel.
Yes. And in the ladies, like we said already, Liesl Jacobs from Harlequins has won all 4 games, topping her section. With Evelyn Klutter still in with a good chance, having won 3 out of 4 from Wingate. You see, who do they play? Not each other, no. And in the other section, we were 1 game in front of us, still on the go. We said Retha was in front, having not lost. Depending on the outcome, it still remains either Retha or Adele who will be on top.
Yeah, and Retha just drawn the shot, adjusting her weight from her first one that was a couple of yards through.
Yeah, in the men, golf on top in the 1 section, having won 3 out of 4. Neil and Lionel, who are still playing, are second and third, so the critical outcome for both of them. Whoever wins will also move into 3, level with Garth. And in the other section, I haven't updated Andries and Michael yet, but on shot aggregate, Michael should move into the lead,
Okay.
having won that game. Oh, I missed that. I see Robbie actually won 21-20 against Yaku.
Did he?
He must have picked up a 3 because it was 2018 when last we looked.
Correct. You're 100% right. Good try there by Adele, just a little bit narrow. Crucial shot here for Lionel Page. He's 2016 up, and I think he's shot down, just having run through the head. Be looking to adjust that weight slightly. Still running through the head. My goodness, he looked very close. So Neil fighting for his spot as well. Not sure who's got the shot here. Neither wants to concede, so I think they'll be calling for a measure.
There's still a ball to come.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Adele has a ball. Yeah, from hello, Therese. Yeah, from overhead cam, it looked like neither's going to concede that.
No, very, very close. And she's going to take her time. We just got to remind her that she's not allowed to take out her measure and measure it, eh, Friedel?
Yeah.
I think it's Adele.
Yeah, it just looks like it could be touching more there, hey? Right, let's see what she's going to do.
Yeah, I see Adele's hubby and daughter in the distance there on the stand, following closely. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Yeah, she's opted to stay on that forehand Let's see if she's played her line well.
She's trying to play onto Retha. She's not far off.
Oops.
Oh.
Well, she might have turned it out. On the other hand, she might have turned it
I
in.
think she's turned it in.
Sure. Very close.
I think she
I wouldn't
turned
give
in.
it away.
I think she might have just conceded now. Yeah, she played the correct shot, just needed one more roll and she would have had it.
Correct. Yeah, calling the umpire to come and measure. Lionel having a run because he's shot down. Yeah, so tight measure here to decide whether Retha stays in the game or whether Adele wins the game. Yeah. The ball locked. The Lionel played for the jack locked against the bowl, and he's picked up and won the game 21-17 against Neil.
I'm not so certain. Look at that goal from Neil. It's not, he still has one there. Oh,
Well, they certainly shook hands,
no.
but I'm not sure. He's not sure.
No.
He thinks that it's worth a measure.
This looks like there's a little bit more pressure on Adele's ball, the telescopic. No, having another look, really is close.
Yeah, measure in Lionel's got the measure.
Oh, and Retha stays alive.
Retha stays alive. My word. So Retha moves on to 19. Adele stays on 20, and we're in for another end. So thank you to our viewers for staying with us, and thank you to James for giving us that worm. You can actually see how the scores have happened on the various ends, and Retha, as Friedel said earlier, was 15-3 down. 15-3 down, and the score is now 19-20. Hello, because yeah, a shout out to our sponsor, Seeff, who are on board for the Seeff BGN Ladies President and Men's President Cup, and to Henselite for sponsoring the inaugural Junior Masters.
Line's good.
All about the weight. Just pulling up that 1.5 to 2 meters. Adele looking
Adele is
good.
looking closely at this one. Looks to be a good ball.
Yeah, good start there. Putting the pressure on. It'll possibly force Retha to change her hand.
Yeah, she has. Retha coming on the back end now, the ditch hand.
So Nicole's Volstrand, watching my sister Retha from Meyerton. Thank you for joining us. It's been quite a tense game. Retha's made a marvelous comeback here. And yeah, thank you for watching, and we're glad you're enjoying the morning with us. Just a reminder, as Friedel has alluded to earlier on, there will be a short break after the conclusion of this ladies' game, and then there will be the game between Andres Noeth and Neil Pretorius on the live streaming rink, which is the last round of the men's president. And then around about 2 o'clock this afternoon, we will be live streaming the junior final, the junior masters, sponsored by Henselite.
Yes.
So no need for you to go out. If you want to stay at home and in front of the lit fire with your warm coffee and everything. But if you are in the area, do yourself a favor, come out and watch our youngsters play. They'd love to have you around the green supporting them.
We
And
are,
I'm
of
sure you
course,
won't be disappointed.
we are, of course, expecting all the men to make lunch for the women in their life.
Oh, well,
before
there
the
we go. I
Junior
love
Masters
that.
final.
I love that idea.
Or do like we do as men, get takeaways.
Or, as the guys said, they were asking some of the South Africans at the airport, what is the first thing you're going to do when you get home? They said, ons gaan braai.
Yeah. Well, Adele holding 2. Retha with the last ball.
Yeah.
Again, not this time.
Well, she certainly got a lovely
Who
fight
knows?
back there.
Ooh, okay. Got a rub, but not going in. So, congratulations to Adele.
Yeah, opens
Winning
up
a-
that section a bit.
Game 26 ends played, 27 ends played, 21-19. And by virtue of that win, her and Retha are both now on 3 out of 4 wins, opening up that section completely. It should be a very exciting round 5 in all 3 formats.
Yes.
Yeah, the Junior Masters, the men and ladies presidents. Thank you for joining us on our live stream. Thank you to James and Francois and to Jenny. Enjoyed commentating with you.
Thank you, Friedel.
And we'll
My
see
pleasure.
you shortly.
Lovely. And just before we close, Ansie Stander, Moeder Release and Osis Ansie van Dundee, Go Middlesex. They were also obviously rooting for Retha.
Oh, more family for Retha, yes.
That's it. But a wonderful fighting spirit there. So thank you, everybody, and join us in half an hour.
Probably quicker. Let me go to James. Oh.